Welcome to Future Hospitality Summit World, one of the most anticipated events of the year that brings in hospitality giants from all over the world to teach, learn, network, and of course, do business.
Excellent, actually. I'm always very happy to come back to FHS, especially since sustainability is so high on the agenda. And I'm also a last-minute addition to the jury of the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge, which is bringing together all these young teams that are pitching for ideas. So super exciting. I think there's a couple of things. Of course, there's the things behind the scenes that nobody sees, but that are so important to achieve net zero. So we are committed to become net zero by 2050. And I think anything to do with renewable energy or sustainable cooling has to be invested in. The paybacks are actually very good. We are an asset-light operator, so that means that we don't own the hotels, but we operate them under a managed or franchise contract. So that means that the asset owners are key partners for us. And we act as Radisson as a knowledge partner in all these technical aspects to say what are the things that are no-brainers that have a payback of 5 years. If the owners want to look at a longer payback, we can also propose solutions of 10 years. But 5 years, there's plenty of things below 5 years that you can do today that actually are smart. It's about controlling the building, it's about presence sensors. The hotel I'm staying at, which is the beautiful hotel you see behind me here, is our Radisson on the Palm, Jumeirah. And actually, they have beautiful terraces on each room. But if you open the window, the aircon stops. It's such a simple thing. But just putting that in place is massively impactful in the energy consumption of a hotel like that. So we are knowledge partners for our owners. But we also, of course, have to bring to the guest experience innovative things, simple things. When we talk to the guests to say, no single-use plastic. Or we say, do you know that 100% of all meeting and events in Radisson hotels are carbon compensated? So these kind of things are conversation starters, which can actually help bring the guests to easy and sustainable choices.
Well, I must say one of the deals that's closest to my heart this year is the signing of 2 properties, 2 hotels in Jordan, in Amman. Because it's a rare market, it's a unique opportunity with a consortium of banks. So I'm very pleased to have signed this deal as we work towards opening these 2 properties within the next 2 or 3 years. So that's one we're very excited about, a deal that we announced a few weeks ago. We're growing the team. We are working on multiple fronts. We're looking at signing different hotels in different segments. Each brand has its own team behind it. Each brand has its own identity. Each brand has its own requirements. Therefore, what we try to do is, let's say we sign 2 different properties in Jordan as an example. We have a team that looks at the Radisson Red differently as it looks at the Radisson collection in every aspect. In Saudi Arabia, we've just signed our first franchise in Medina to re-enter the market in Medina. And we have the franchise team pushing for the opening there in the next 3 months. Whereas our entire managed property in Saudi Arabia is being focused on by the management team. Every brand has its own branding team. The technical team is able to shuffle and juggle between all these different properties and brands. So we have a very, very strong team to be able to tackle all the elements and all the changes and all the requirements. And I think we have to give them a lot of credit because we're expanding faster and bigger than we're expanding our team. So the more hotels we have, the more stretched our team becomes. That makes it more exciting and more challenging. So eventually we'll start growing our team even further. Meeting with owners, being the first contact with an owner, establishing that trust, making sure that the owner signs with us because of that trust that I create with them, establishing that trust in the brand, getting the owner's trust, and because they're spending millions,
Right.
tens of millions, hundreds of millions, the fact that they're able to entrust us with their investment is a big feeling of accomplishment, feeling of pride. For me, that's the best part of dealing with these owners, solving issues for them, finding a solution, getting them to sign with us versus others, adding value to their investment. And I genuinely care about each relationship and every deal I sign. So I take it a step further by making sure that even after the deal is signed, I make sure that everything is working smoothly after that. Whenever there's a misunderstanding or issues or challenges, I always step in to try to resolve the issue. I enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of aspects of the job. What I love about FHS this year is the fact that it's more global. So we're getting more stands from different tourism boards, countries, owners from different markets. So my job is, my region is the Middle East, Pakistan, Greece and Cyprus, everything in between. It's a very, very active region. So I'm happy to see that many of our some of our Greek owners are here, some of our Pakistani owners are here, a lot of owners from Africa are here as well, some owners from Asia Pacific are here. So I think what I plan to get most out of this conference this year is to capitalize on that global reach
Right.
that the conference is trying to achieve this year. And I think they've done a fantastic job that way.